All right, how we doing today, everyone? Today I made a post earlier. I guess it depends on really when you're watching this, or I made like Instagram post, TikTok, put it on Facebook, all that stuff, YouTube Shorts. So I put up on all that stuff, but it was to the. I heard the song again that I used. I love everyday regular everyday guy. I heard it like last week. Again, I used to listen to the song in college all the time by John LaJoy, who's like a comedian, kind of a comedian white rapper dude. He's got some pretty funny songs. I remember my roommate Brandon kind of turned me on to him back in college when we used to jam out to his songs. Are just dumb and goofy and fun. And one of them was regular, everyday, normal guy. And it's like, so I made a post about that and how so many people want to be athletes and elite athletes and stuff like that, and then they think, or they see people, these influencers and whoever online, they're ripped and shredded and lean and look great, and they want to get like that, but they think it's all just genetics. It's all just um, being blessed by God or by having great genes or whatever, the genetic lottery. And yes, to some point that is true. Like LeBron James is LeBron James a lot because he's just a freak athlete, a gifted, talented athlete. All Aaron Rodgers, any of these elite athletes, a lot of them have great genetics, great, just gifted. There's no other way to put it than they're just freakishly, physically, mentally gifted and skilled. And a lot of people aren't. I'm not. I mean, I'm a good athlete. But I'm just a regular, everyday, regular, normal guy, and normal in the sense of like looks and height and stuff like that. I'm not blessed with great hair. I'm not blessed with physical attributes like I can jump out the gym or sprint super fast, or I've had to work for all that stuff. I'm just regular. I'm not normal because I don't do the normal things that our normal society is today, being fat, being overweight, being out of shape, broken down, eating a bunch of crap all the time, drinking alcohol. I used to do all that stuff. I used to be that type of normal, but now I'm just normal in the sense of I'm just an average person. I'm just nothing special about me, like he says in the song. But I don't have the physical traits of genetic. I wasn't born in the genetic lottery. My dad is short. My mom is short. Wherever I get the baldness from, uh, that's that's the thing. Gray hairs in the 30s, so I wasn't blessed with all the genetically. I'm not the. I think I put in the post. I'm not Chris Hemsworth. Don't have his looks and those types of things. You think all these people think you need to be like genetic freak to make anything happen. Be great at anything. You can get yourself more athletic. You can get faster as you get older. You can look better. You can feel better. You can move better. It's not, and I'm just using myself as proof of that, as just a regular person who wasn't blessed with all this great genetics and things like that. Is you can still lose that fat that you don't want. You look in the mirror and you hate that the jelly rolls or the spare tire you got around, the beer keg you're lugging around. I used to have that. You hate you don't like to be that you're slow and can't move and it hurts to get off the couch. You can change that. You control it. You don't have to be a freak athlete to do that. You can be just a regular person like me. I've worked with plenty of regular people. I haven't worked with a lot of freak athletes. Would I like to? Sure, it'd be great. But a lot of those freak athletes, you don't have to do much with them. Just your main goal as a coach is to not screw them up. It's to give them a little bit of what might help and let them be athletes, let them be freaks. Because a lot of the coaches, there's probably tons of coaches out there have screwed up a lot of these freak athletes by making them do stupid stuff, and not letting them athlete. But if you're just a regular average Joe like me, you can still do great things. You can still build a great body. You don't have to be on steroids. You don't have to take Ozempic or any of these other stupid ass drugs that so many people are taking and using them, and they're wondering once they get off of it or once they blow all their money on these medications, oh, I just lost a lot of weight. I didn't build any muscle. I didn't build any habits. I didn't. I looked skinnier, but I'm not healthier. I'm just less weight at the same version of me. I'm not healthier. I can't move better. I don't have any muscle. My vitals aren't any better. My organs don't function any better. Whatever the health markers, yeah, you lost weight, but at what cost? What are you doing? You didn't build any habits, so now that you're off, you lost weight. What do? You just put it back on. But you don't have to be special to. The whole message is you don't have to be special to unleash greatness in your life, to be an athlete for life. Do you want to be that? That's totally fine to be a goal to be an elite athlete. It's going to take a lot of work. You're going to probably have a little bit of that genetic freakish ability to get there. But it doesn't take special to have a good work ethic. It doesn't take special to show up each day and put in the work you need to do the things you need to build the habits. You don't have to be any genetically special to do that. You just have to have the attitude, the willpower, the discipline to do that. The stubbornness. Stubbornness is a good trait in that quality or in that instance to do it. To be stubborn and not want to stop doing it, to give up, to turn down eating fast food or not drink alcohol and stuff like that. It takes some discipline and willpower to do that, and you can. But again, you don't have to be special or to do that. You can get faster. I've gotten faster. I don't know if I mentioned this on any of the YouTube videos, but I finally ran it under a 1 second PR or on the 10 meter or 10 yard fly that I've been going after for a couple of years now. I finally got under that. I'm 36, so you can get faster. Is that by any means a record or anything like that? No, I'm 36 years old. I'm 157 pounds, 58 pounds. I'm the lightest I've been in a long time because I've just been more disciplined, and I'm sleeping more. Like that there's nothing special about that. That's just stuff that everyone should be doing if they want to live their best life. But most people just don't want to do it because they think you have to have some special gene or you think you have to be in this top 1% to do all this stuff when you don't. It should just be the norm that people do, but we just don't because we want to blame it on everything. We want to play that victim, put ourselves as the victim of we can't do that because I don't have good genes or I don't have a good environment around me and things like that. But some of that stuff you can control. You can't control your genetics. I don't know. Maybe there's with all the scientists and stuff out there. Maybe you can now change that stuff. But your environment, you can control that. You control who you're around, who you're with, what you consume, both food, drink, but what you consume with your TV or the books you read, the stuff you listen to, all that stuff. You can control that environment. And you don't need to be special to do any of this stuff. You just need to work at it. You need to figure out a plan, follow that plan, change that plan when needed to, adapt. You can work with a coach that can help. Be coachable, listen. Don't talk all the time, just listen. Listen, observe, try things out, challenge yourself, experiment, use yourself as that experiment, and be willing to change. That's the main thing is you got to want to change. Most people aren't going to change until the pain is so bad, whether it's in physical pain or whether it's just like mental or emotional pain of, maybe you lost a loved one or a loved one's been sick because they are overweight and obese and diabetes or whatever the case and having all these issues and you don't want to see yourself as that. So you change that way or whatever leads you to change. It's up to you to make the change. And again, you don't have to be special in terms of genetics or physically gifted to be an athlete for life. Whatever athlete for life means to you. To me, it means being able to do everything in life that I want without pain, with energy, have a good attitude, be lean, be athletic, be able to move, like a human's supposed to move, not be a stiff board anymore, not be fat, not be overweight, eat good food that makes me feel good. I don't like to eat junk food. Do I every once in a while? Sure, I have the highly processed food, not very often. I don't eat fast food, not because it's like terrible or anything. It's not good, but one, because it's expensive and I don't want to waste money on it, and two, because I just know I'm not going to feel good eating all that greasy junk. I don't eat out a lot either, for the same reasons. I don't drink alcohol anymore either because it makes me feel like garbage, and I hate feeling like garbage. Now that I finally know what feeling good feels like, I want to keep that feeling. I want to actually have energy throughout the day. I want to not be moody and angry and pissed off at everything all the time like I used to. And sleeping is going to help me do that. I know these things. I know these habits that I have to do to make me feel better and be an athlete for life. And I know these things aren't anything special. There's no secret to it. There's no magic cure or magic medication or potion or pill that's going to do it. That's you, Ozempic people. Wegovy or whatever the hell the other ones are called. You can take your shots, but that's not going to help you build habits. It's not going to help you build muscle. It's not going to help you build a better lifestyle. It's just going to, sure, help you lose weight. And if you choose to do that, again, that's a choice too. But also, if you're doing that, build the habits around it. So once you do get rid of that, you aren't going to just fall back off the wagon and gain all that fat. And most of it's probably not even fat. Most of it's just weight, excess water weight and stuff like that. And actually start building some muscle, because muscle is going to help you live a better life. It's going to help you look better. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help you move better. Build the nutrition habits. Build the sleep habits. Build the training habits where you're exercising and moving your body daily. Because what good is losing that weight or whatever if you're not going to do the things in life you want, and you're still just going to be a lazy pile, just a lighter lazy pile. It's probably not even necessarily, it's probably skinnier, but you're probably just going to be skinny fat, because but again, that's a whole nother story. But it doesn't take anything special. People want to sell you all their secrets, all their BS to get you to buy their stuff. If you want to join Tag, I'd be more than happy to talk with you and see if it's a good fit. I'm not going to sell you on some BS. I don't have a magic formula. I don't have a magic potion or pill to sell you. What I'll sell you is working with me to build a program, a plan that meets you where you're at and leads you ultimately to where you want to get to. And most people I work with want to get leaner. They want to move better. They want to feel better. They want to be able to play with their kids or grandkids, or jump in a pickup game and not tear a hamstring, or play catch with their son or daughter without worrying about blowing out their rotator cuff, anything like that. The simple things in life. And yes, I've worked with the youth athletes too that want to go on to play high school and be a starter, or go on to college. I haven't worked with any I did when I was interning, but college athletes that want to get better, high school athletes that want to get to college, those types of things, and that's totally fine. And again, you don't have to be special, anything special to start. You don't have to be anything special to do a lot of this stuff. Again, it's just doing the work, building a plan, finding what works for you, finding what training is fun for you, because if it's fun, you're going to stick with it. If it's fun, you're going to be more engaged and have more intent and want to show up and do the work. It's not special there's nothing special about building simple nutrition habits, eating enough protein, eating real food, drinking enough water, scheduling a good sleep time and stuff like that, making sleep a priority. There's nothing special about that. There's no secret to that. I know that's what you want to hear. There's this quick fix stuff. And that's where Amazon's kind of ruined the world, where we can get everything at a click and it's here tomorrow. But that's not going to help. That's not going to happen in fitness. You got to play the long game. You got to have some patience, but you got to be you have to have patience in the process, but you have to be eager in just take action and start. And again, it doesn't take anything special to do that. You don't have to be a physical freak to do that. Yes, if you want to be in the NFL, if you want to be an NBA superstar, you probably have to have a little bit of that physical freakishness to be there. But there's been people who have not been the most physically gifted. Like Tom Brady is not physically gifted. He's not a great athletic. He's a great athlete because of the mental game. There's a lot of that too. And that comes from studying and watching film and preparing and watching other athletes, like watching pro athletes, see what they do, see how they are on the court, on this field. It doesn't take anything special to do that. Just a pair of eyeballs, a pair of ears, to listen, to watch, to observe, and train your mind that way as well by watching what the greats do. If that's what you really want to do, watch what they do, see how they perform, what they are, where they are when they don't have the ball, when they're outfield, how they practice, how they train. Watch that stuff. That's one of the best tools you have. And kids these days have it easy in that term. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of the internet. That came around later. And then, even then it was dial up, and it took forever just to load something. I mean, we had Sports Center, that was big. Watching highlights and watching a lot of sports. I watched a ton of sports and a ton of stuff growing up. And I think that helped me become a better athlete. Yes, was I a great elite athlete? No. I'm good. I can pick up a sport and learn it pretty quickly. Something new. Like, I just played pickleball I remember playing pickleball in high school, but that was 15, 18 years ago, whatever it is now. For the first time when I was subbing in middle school gym a few weeks back. And it's like I can pick up a sport and learn it pretty quickly and get halfway decent at it. Like, it doesn't take me, if I want to get back into golf. I'm not great at golf, but I could be pretty good if I did it every once in a while. I can swing and actually look like I know what I'm doing. I can shoot a basketball. I can throw a football. I can play pickleball. I can swing a tennis racket, and not look like I'm out of place. Like, where most of these athletes today, they can't do that. They can do one sport because that's all they do. But put a baseball player and give them basketball, they can't dribble it. Put a wrestler, that's hilarious. Watching wrestlers, give a wrestler a ball and watch them try and dribble it, or a hockey player, watch them sprint. They don't know how to do this stuff because they don't do it. They just do their sport, and they're not getting skills from other sports. And it doesn't take anything special to be able to do those. You can go learn these stuff. You can go train and do different things and learn different skills. There's nothing special about doing that. Yes, it helps to be special where you can pick that stuff up quickly, but a lot of these kids aren't good at that because they didn't do it when they're younger. They didn't do a lot of different things. They didn't learn a lot of different skills. They're doing one skill, one sport, one position, and they're stuck in that, and then they end up getting burnt out and they don't play it anyway. It's like specializing in one sport. Sure, play one sport. There's nothing totally wrong with that. Do I think it's the best way to go? No. But if you do play one sport, don't play it year round. Do other stuff. Get training like we do at TAG, where we train different physical characteristics and abilities, and have hockey players sprinting and have hockey players bouncing a basketball and learning different skills so they can adapt and their body can get better at doing stuff that's not in their sport, because that can ultimately help them become physically a better athlete, which helps them in their sport if they're able to take those physical qualities and use them in their sport and adapt and be able to train the skills that are required in their sport and get better at them easier. So, but again, it doesn't take anything special to do a lot of this stuff. The simple basic habits, they're simple in terms of there's nothing complicated about them. They can be hard to implement, to do, because you need discipline, you need patience, you need all this stuff, but there's nothing special about it. There's no secret to it. It's about you putting in the work, figuring out what works for you, and just actually doing it. Showing up is part of it, but actually doing it is the other part of it. You can't just show up and expect everything to be done for you. This isn't. It's not AI. You're not giving the AI the cue and everything's gonna be done for you. You actually have to do the work. that's that's the battle where most people struggle is they don't want to do anything. They fall back to that victim of, oh, I don't have good genetics, so I can't get lean. No, I don't have good genetics either. I'm lean. I'm lighter than I've ever been. I'm probably gonna, once we get a few more weeks of this, and then we're gonna be putting on some muscle. I think that's the goal. I'm not anything special. I don't have to have genetic ability. I can put on muscle too. I just know I got to put in the work. Eat more, train, sleep. Same thing for if you want to lose the weight, lose that fat. Train, eat a little bit less, sleep. I mean, again, nothing special about me. Again, yeah. So that's kind of the main thing, I guess, is you don't have to be special. You don't have to have hit the genetic lottery to unleash greatness in your life, to be an athlete for life. It just takes some hard work, takes some effort, takes that that willingness to do it, that willingness to change, be adaptable. So if you guys have any questions, or if you really are interested in working with me, again, I'm not going to sell you a bunch of BS that I'll make you a pro athlete. I'll make you the next Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything like that. But if you want to build a leaner, more athletic body, you want to feel good, you want to move better, I can help you do that. But I can't do it for you. So again, click the link in the comments or in the description. Apply for coaching. Join the online training team. We'll get you going. We'll help you. We'll help you out. But ultimately, you have to put in the work. So I can design a plan for you. But if you don't do that plan, what good is it? Then it's just another plan. It's just you wasting your money. But again, other than that, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this guy. Hopefully this helped a little bit. Again, you don't have to be special. You don't have to be the genetic freak to unleash greatness in your life. Yes, it will help if you want to be that freak athlete, but you don't need it to build a lean, athletic body and be an athlete for life. You just need a little effort, a little willingness, a little wanting to change, and you'll be well on your way. And some patience helps too. So it's going to take a long time. That's ultimately what you want. That lasting results that last for the rest of your life. Even if you do become that elite athlete, when your playing days are over, you still have these habits, this foundation that you can live your life on. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you again soon.